Ahoy, shipmates!
Qinghua Shan, Southampton VTS, channel 120.
Oh, that's a mouthful. Qinhuangshan. The P&O Britannia, as you can see, got some lines coming in.
Qinghua Shan, VTS, channel 12 over.
VTS trying to obviously talk to some Chinese container ship. Actually, it looks a bit windy out there. I can see the old shipmates on that hatch there. His trousers are blowing in the breeze. The Britannia has been delayed slightly. She was due away at 5 o'clock and she's been delayed till 5:30. Apparently, coaches were delayed arriving at port, which I can certainly agree with because traffic out there today has been quite appalling. The pilots radioed in and not given us any figures as yet. If those coaches have only just arrived, they may still be trying to work it out. It is not the best of weathers out there today. It's been quite horrific. Lots of wind and rain, and then a bit more wind and a bit more rain, really.
VTS, the one recommendation hookup.
The one recommendation.
One recommendation, VTS, very good evening to you. That's all copied, thank you. Just got the Red Jet 7. She's east of the Bourne Gap now, inward bound, outside the channel.
We were talking earlier. We don't think one recommendation is a particularly good name. It sounds a bit, I don't know, it's just not very inspiring. Lovely magenta coloured container ship, though. There we go. There is Britannia. And she is actually off. I want to say off the field, but that's not correct at all. She's off to Bridgetown in Barbados. She might be. It's a one-way repositioning cruise. So I hope that she meets some good weather. In fact, I'll go and check out the weather forecast in a second and see what the winds are like. Let's have a look. So I've got my wind map. That's really helpful. Iona is currently just on the English Channel.
VTS, Red Osprey, shortly away from Cowes, please.
Ventura's up here.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all copied, thank you. The one recommendation. Just past the hook, outward bound, is clear, channel over.
All copy, thank you.
And I'll put the wind on and see. We can see what happens to that. Was it storm that hit Jamaica? There we go. Oh, it looks a bit lumpy and bumpy out there. Let's put the map on. There we go. There's quite an area of wind here in the sort of Bay of Biscay, which probably end up going through because Britannia is calling in at Tenerife, Santa Cruz de Tenerife, and then the Dutch Antilles Islands. So there we go. So she'll end up probably catching some of that. The rest of it doesn't look too bad. And then this is the Hurricane Melissa, was it, or something like that? That's way up there, and she's going obviously to somewhere around here, Bridgetown and Bahamas. There we go, Bermuda, Bahamas. So yeah, I think she's going to skirt around to miss that. Could be a bit bumpy on the second night though. Oh, looks like all the lines are coming in now. Well, there's plenty of shipmates in the chat. Oh, shipmate Philip Case. Sally says, Britannia needs wind assistance. Do you know what? I've not looked at the weather yet. Let's have a quick look at the weather. Which is windy, isn't it? Yes, we've got wind of gusting up to 20 knots and a good stiff breeze. It has been this afternoon really quite windy, I've noticed. Let's see if I can get my map back. Let's see what tugs we've got assisting Britannia. I haven't heard any on the radio. My guess would be Spitzer Eastern. Looks like she might be there. The wind direction, which way is the wind direction? From the southwest. It shouldn't be too bad. Might just give the bow a nudge around or give the stern a nudge. That looks like all the lines are in. Oh, no, here comes another one. Oh, the shipmate Leslie R says that Iona looks to be heading towards Brixham to pick up a pilot. I don't know, it seems like an odd place to pick up a pilot in Brixham. Why can't you just pick up one here in Southampton? Are the Southampton pilots just not good enough? That looks like all the lines are in on Britannia. He heads off on a transatlantic repositioning cruise. Could be a bumpy first and second night out there, I would think. I haven't got the outside microphone working at the moment. I'm having all sorts of major technical difficulties. I'm running on a temporary ferry cam. Box cam has got issues. Port cam, Forley cam and junction cam have gone offline because of a network switch that's broken. So yeah, it's all getting a bit Foley-aparty. I need to get out there with my gaffer tape and get it all back together again. So the Britannia, we haven't had the numbers yet, but she's off on a, well, depending on which one you look at, I'm not quite sure why there's two variations. 15-day one-way repositioning trip to Bridgetown in Barbados. She's calling in at Tenerife in the Canary Islands, then Philipsburg, St. Martin in the Dutch Antilles. Then after that, she's calling in to Dominica, then St. Lucia Island, and then finally Bridgetown in Barbados. And I think, because there's two cruises, one, I think, I don't know, not quite sure. They may have rescheduled something. So we have plenty of shipmates in the chat. Say Disney Fantasy. So she was supposed to arrive at 11 o'clock this morning. She's ended up arriving at 7, so I didn't live stream that. It's a bit of a shame. But she's departing tomorrow evening. Oops. She's departing tomorrow evening for 2-night cruise. She's just had a bit of a refit, so they like to have a little short cruise after refit just in case there's some issues. Then she'll be off on Monday all by herself. I think it's currently a 4 o'clock departure. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Disney Fantasy. Yeah, 4:45. Oh, just about be light. I mean, it really gets dark very quickly, but hopefully we'll get some good hornage out of Disney Fantasy. And that'll be the last time we see her on Monday. Oh, there's a bit...
Jet 7 BTS.
BTS, there's one on the Toyota between SO4 and 5, making way towards Hamburg.
Jet 7 BTS, that's all copied. Many thanks for the report.
Didn't quite hear what he said. I think he was reporting something. Well, the shipmate Georgina Stevenson. Oh, I think it's a bit early for that sort of thing. Apparently she keeps seeing a ghost. I have no idea what she's talking about.
BTS, Red Falcon, hook out.
Red Falcon BTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. For information, Calshot is reading 3.81 over.
All copy, thank you very much.
Oh, with the shipmate Shepherd Book. Oh, he's obviously had a dreadful time. He's been in California for a while. Back in Texas now. It's a bit of a difference. Back to pickups and tractors rather than Teslas and avocados on toast. Yeah, it's been a terrible weather day today. Not very good at all. What else do we have in the chat? Well, there, Elizabeth Leeborn. Shipmate Matthew Bateman says the Brixham is the bad weather pilot station for Southampton. Margate is the other one. I didn't think the weather was that bad though. What is the forecast?
Monty Bingwell, BTS, good afternoon.
I know it has been on and off windy today. Expecting some gusts this evening up to about 40 miles an hour. Tomorrow looks quite nice.
Tom Weather, VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. You have permission to heave your anchor. If you can call me back once underway, and we will update you on track.
So, sorry, that's not there we go. Take a little time to catch up.
That's all received, sir. Thank you.
Well, the shipmate Nordsea. Many thanks for your kind donations. Shipmate, many thanks for your kind support of the channel. Oh, someone's got a flag. Midships deck 15. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Could be tricky to see you. It's not the best of weather. Deck 15. Oh, look at it out there. It's pouring, isn't it? Not entirely sure where you are, shipmate. You want is that a balcony? Yeah, I can't see much. Got to confess, it's quite dark. I can see a few shipmates out on the balconies. Quite a few lights on. Now, if they're on their way, they may not be on board. May not be in the cabin yet. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly it goes dark this time of year. Oh, there, Raymond Morris. Oh, there, Barbara from Switzerland. This is the departure of Britannia, and she's heading one way across the Atlantic, potentially into some bumpy weather. She's off transatlantic, and then she's going to be based in Barbados for a little while. Let's have a look how long she's based in. Based in Bridgetown, Barbados, carrying out a whole series of 14-day round-trip fly cruises. So you can just go fly yourself over to Bridgetown in Barbados. Then you go on a 14-day cruise. Let's pick one at random so we can see what the locations are. Okay, so one of those cruises, you would leave Bridgetown, a couple of days at sea, and then you head in a westerly direction towards the Antilles, the Dutch Antilles Islands. A couple of stops there, one in Curacao, one in Aruba. Then you head back towards Barbados and stop in at Kingstown, St. Vincent Island in Grenadines. Then up to St. George's in Grenada, and then Castilla in St. Lucia, Philipsburg in St. Martin, in the Dutch Antilles Islands, and then Antigua, the Royal Beach Club. And then finally back to Bridgetown, Barbados. And I should mention that's an overnight in St. Lucia as well. Quite a good itinerary, especially this time of year. I'm looking at this sort of weather. It's absolutely dreadful. I almost booked up a cruise for yesterday. It was on a new ambassador ship. Well, I say new, newly refitted, new to ambassador. Paul from Love Cruise sent me over some pricing. Very attractive indeed, but 18 nights, and I think it was £900 a person for 18 nights on board. But I couldn't really get the time off, and it was quite short notice. But it looked good. I'll try and get something in for later. There are some of these repositioning cruises really are a good bargain. And I think the 899 also included a return flight. Yes, sorry, it did, yes. So it's 899, repositioning cruise, 18 nights on board, and a return flight included. I remember now the reason why I didn't go aboard. Supposedly, she is now fitted. It's an old Holland America ship, built in 1995. It's the, I can't remember what is now, the Ambassador Renaissance. There we go. Look at that. Spinning quite fast. There's the Spitzer there, just in case something goes awry, but I don't think it's that windy. But you never know. Get the odd gust in. Yes, it's the Ambassador Renaissance. She's come out of Brest, having a refit. Was a 1995 ship from Holland America line. And now she's been updated. And I did read that she had Elon Musk's Starlink on board, which I thought was brilliant. But when I went to book the cruise, and Paul from Love Cruise was helping me as well, we couldn't find any information how to get a Wi-Fi package. And I assumed it wasn't included. So I couldn't really be without my Wi-Fi, because how am I going to do my daily vlogs if I don't have Wi-Fi? It's okay if you're going from port to port. I can probably pick up a bit of 3G or something, or a bit of 4G, but don't get 3 or 4G mid-Atlantic. What do we look at? £50 a night. I know. It was absolutely amazing value. Absolutely amazing. Well, the shipmate Gary House is on the coach home, getting off Britannia after the Canaries. Missing it already. Oh dear, shipmate. Well, you'll have to book up another one with that anticipation of looking forward to going again. Yeah, I'll be busy at the weekend fixing cameras. It's a blessed nuisance, the cameras going offline. There's been pigeons attacking them. I think this time it's the weather that's got in there eventually. The weather, because weather.
Southampton BTS, Southampton BTS, Lomax.
Lomax BTS.
BTS Lomax, just getting underway from SO, been advised there's a scrap fire at 109. Just proceeding up to the docks.
Lomax BTS, yeah, that's all copied and you're clear to proceed. Just got the Britannia dockhead outward bound.
Copied, many thanks.
Oh, there's a scrap fire at 109.
Southampton WTS, this is MSC Poesia.
MSC Poesia BTS.
Yes, just for your information, our departure time is 1930.
MSC Poesia BTS, that's all copied and confirmed. Departure time 1930. And your pilot will board from shoreside approximately 20 to 30 minutes before your departure time.
Pilots will be board from 20-30 minutes before and from shoreside. Could you please also confirm our tugboats, 2 tugs?
MSC Poesia BTS, yeah, I believe there is 2 tugs booked. Your agent called earlier.
Okay, thank you so much.
Well, sounds like a couple of tugs.
BTS, the Aston.
Oh, look at this weather down here on Itchingham.
Station calling BTS, over.
BTS Aston, good evening. All finished with the Britannia Factor 37. Our next one is the MSC, the Poesia.
Aston BTS, evening to you. That's all copied, thank you.
Yeah, look at that. Barely see anything. That's the problem this time of year. All this awful weather. Yeah, it's dark, miserable. Suddenly gone from having such a lovely time to having winter. Yes, so the Britannia.
BTS Britannia, Western Shelf Hours now got some numbers for you.
Oh, excellent numbers for Britannia. Marvellous.
Britannia BTS, that's all copied and affirmative, ready to go.
Yeah, 3467 1368.
Britannia BTS, that's all copied, just confirm passengers 3467, crew 1368.
Yeah, thank you.
All received, sir, thank you. The Lomax just departing from SO, inward bound for 109.
Okay.
So, yes, that sounds like the buyer in the scrapyard. So, numbers for Britannia on her transatlantic 3467. She's got a maximum double occupancy of 3647, so she's only slightly under maximum double occupancy, and 350 is a standard cruise. So she's full of crew and almost full of passengers. That's quite surprising for a transatlantic. Often the transatlantic voyages aren't quite so busy. Must have been a good price, this one. I don't have any pricing information on this one. But if they are on board, those passengers will be having a jolly good time. They would have picked a perfect couple of weeks to go away. So I'm looking at the future forecast in the Port of Southampton area, and it's just rain for the next 2 weeks. So why not get yourself on a lovely cruise ship, travel the Atlantic, see the Caribbean. And then you heard the MSC Poesia on the radio. She is away next. Away at 7:30, so we'll have a bit of a galley break in between. I realise I've not done the signage today. That looks like a very full HMM container ship there, doesn't it? Almost perfect. Every single row full of containers. Yeah, just rows and rows of containers. I'd imagine somewhere in the region of 24,000 TEU on that one. Of course, it is Halloween this evening. You never know what you might see. Could be ghosts, ghouls and goblins, and even witches. To keep an eye out. Well, it should be Alan Britton. Says, I think he's had one too many rum-based cocktails. He keeps seeing ghosts. Well, I was going to say you can never have too many rum-based cocktails, but that might not be true. Do you know what I think I'm going to do? I bought some rum at the Southampton International Boat Show, and it's coffee rum. I quite enjoyed it, and I've been going down the route of making espresso martinis, and I've not actually used it yet to make an espresso martini, but it's such an awful weather weekend. I don't think I'm going to be doing much else apart from catching up on things. So I think I will make an espresso martini with my coffee rum. Not quite sure what else to use with it. It's going to be quite sweet. I might try various combinations. It means I'll have to have more than one cocktail. Oh, that's such a shame, isn't it? Yeah, so we won't see Britannia for quite some time. She's heading off to the Caribbean. That's annoying. I've just seen an advert for something I've been looking for. I can't get to it. What's going on here? Oh well. She's off to the Caribbean, and she's regularly travelling these 14-day cruises, which I think it's the same. Oh no, I was going to say the same itinerary, but no, it's actually a different itinerary on that one. Same itinerary for most of the year, and the occasional one where she calls into Jamaica, which I wonder if they might change that. Might not be the best place to be calling into in Jamaica at the moment. In fact, the cruise starting on the 28th November calls into Jamaica. I think they might have to rearrange that cruise, depending on what the port is like, I suppose. You can't really be calling in a country that's not doing very well, and Ireland's not doing very well, if you didn't need to. Anyway, so she's based out of Bridgetown, Barbados, for the winter. And then she comes back to Southampton on the 3rd of April. Well, arrives in there, April, for the 17th, 16th. Should be away for all that time. Well, the shipmates Caroline says, "Oh, good evening. Our friends are on Britannia. They're on their honeymoon. Michelle's on board. Honeymoon. That's a great honeymoon, that is." I was talking to Paul from Love Cruise, and I don't know, because I was briefly looking at one of these other repositioning cruises. That did include a flight. He was saying it's quite good value when they included a flight. I have to agree with him. The only downside, though, is if you take the flights that's included with the cruise. He said they're often limited to flying out the same day you arrive, or potentially the next day. So I was thought to myself, well, I'd quite like to spend a few nights, 3 or 4 nights in Barbados. But no, I think you can, with the cruise we were looking at, I can't remember which one it was, you only had the option of either the same day or the next day, which is a sort of bit of a disadvantage if you got all the way to Barbados. But that's with the travel that's included with the cruise. There we go. There is the Britannia heading down the southern water, all brightly lit up. Yes, quite miserable weather. What is the visibility like? 11 nautical miles. Yeah, it doesn't look very good. So the wind's died down a bit. It was quite mild out there, 16 degrees centigrade, 87% humidity, and a bit of a breeze. And you can see earlier this morning, it really was quite windy. The wind's peaking at 35 knots, gusting. Really quite windy, that is.
VTS, Red Osprey, hook in.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, received traffic information. Britannia Beaver, Lanes Lake outbound. Over.
That's all copied.
Of course, it is trick-or-treat night. I don't know if anyone's heading out trick-or-treating.
VTS, Red Osprey, did you say Britannia Beaver or the cruise ship Britannia?
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, the cruise ship Britannia. Over.
All copy, thank you.
I think he said Britannia Beaver. That's a local vessel.
VTS, Eston.
Eston VTS.
Underway again, 37 up to 107.89.
Eston VTS received, thank you.
Well, it should be Matthew Bateman wins Iona coming in. I believe she's 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let me just check. Yep, still due to arrive 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I don't know if there'll be much trick-or-treating going on board the ship. Excellent spelling, Monty Bird's Waking. You did say Britannia Beaver. I thought so. It's easy to do, though. It wouldn't be the first time I've called Iona Avia and Avia Iona. quite a busy weekend coming up, considering we're getting quite near to the end of the season. This is probably going to be the last busy weekend before it gets quieter. Got 2 today, the Britannia and the MSC Poesia. Then tomorrow we have 3 departures, the Disney Fantasy, the Iona and Ventura. The Ventura at 4 o'clock. She'll be going past Iona, so we could be in for some good honking there. Hopefully I'll get the outside microphone working before then. And then Disney Fantasy at 5 o'clock as well. And well, again, get the outside microphone working for that one. Sunday, we have three more ships on Sunday. The
Viking Queen, Southampton VTS.
We have the Ventura and Queen Anne departing at 4, and the Queen Anne and the Sky Princess departing at 4, and the Aurora at 4:30. So the Queen Anne's going to go past the Aurora. They might do a bit of honking there. They were due all the way at 4 o'clock, but it looks like the Aurora's changed to 4:30. Then Monday at 4:45, we have the final departure of Disney Fantasy, which I still haven't droned yet. It's very difficult with this terrible weather we keep having. How about Monday morning? What's the possibility like Monday morning? Any chance of doing some droning Monday morning? No.
What is your last port of call? Your maximum.
Well, the shipmate, Matthew Baywood, there's been some discussion that Iron is coming in this evening, although VTS haven't updated their time for her arrival. It's still 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's have a look. Where is Iona on the map? She is just off of the coast of northern France, off of Britannia. It's quite a long way to go to be here for 10 o'clock. That would be quite impressive. Here we go. So Iona's here. Obviously, we're all the way over here. So that's for here to be at 10 o'clock. That's about 4 hours. It takes an hour to get round here. So that's 3 hours from there to there. And that's got to be somewhere in the region of, 150 miles. So she'll be have to doing about 50 miles an hour. I'd enjoy trying to go 50 miles an hour on a cruise ship, but I'm pretty sure she can't do it. Might have been further than 150 miles, actually. Now I'm looking at it.
Viking Queen, Southampton VTS, that's all received. Copy your intention to proceed to drift. You may drift no less than 10 nautical miles from the NAB tower. Over.
Yeah, 10 hours out of date.
Red Jet 6, Southampton VTS received traffic information. Britannia, Cadland Boy, outbound to the east, clear channel vessel. Over.
VTS, Red Jet 7, shortly away from Town Quay, and copy the Britannia.
Red Jet 7 VTS has all received. Further inbound traffic, the Lomax at Lanes Lake at 4109. Over.
All covered, thanks.
Yeah, the Iron.
Southampton VTS ready, yours are departing, roll BFE scouts.
Actually a bit closer.
Red Eagle, Southampton VTS received. Traffic clearance approved to depart. Traffic information, Lomax, Lanes Lake, inbound for 109. Outbound.
But Iona's actually a bit closer. My other map doesn't update very often, but even so, I still think that's a fair distance to get into port by 10:30. That really would be motoring.
And away from 44 now up to 109 to move the scrap boat.
Eleanor VTS received, thank you.
Yes, it's still a long way. I can't see her being here that quickly. Be a long old journey for the pilot though if he's getting on in Brixham. Gets on in Brixham, has a little ride up to the Solent. He's got to get home after that as well, isn't he? I wonder if he gets a bit of a cabin. What if they put him up in one of the spare cabins somewhere for a little while? He really won't be needed until a couple of hours. Have an early night on board. Take a little visit to the buffet. Yeah, so quite busy this weekend. And then sort of after the Monday, bit of a gap. Next weekend there is 2 ships on the Friday, the Queen Mary 2 and MSC Poesia. Then just Iona on Saturday and nothing on Sunday or Monday. That's changes very quickly. Suddenly we're in the summer, everything's all nice and wonderful. When we think what good times we're having, and then next thing you know, it's all dark and all the ships are going. It's very dark over on the Isle of Wight camera as well, isn't it? Can't see much at all over there. It's quite bright here because of the lights from the Esso. Well, the shipmate Zoe Lloyd says, we had the same last Friday on Ventura. Pilot joined us at Brixham and travelled up to Southampton due to the weather. Yeah, it is quite stormy this at the moment. I suppose maybe that's why the cruises are cheaper this time of year. Do you think people less inclined to go on board in November, December when the weather's not so good and you might have a bumpy ride? Personally, for myself, I'd quite enjoy the bumpy ride. But I know it's not for everyone. Yep, looking through November and then December. Not a lot going on in December. And then January the 3rd. That's a good day, that is. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ships departing on January the 3rd. And I know at least a couple of them are off on world cruises. And we've got 3 P&O ships, the Ventura, the Aurora and the Iona. So I'm wondering if we might be in for some fireworks then. I think there's a good possibility. There's a slightly out of focus Britannia there. She's the flagship of the P&O line. There we go. We need to focus now. Good. Yeah, so that'll be January the 3rd. It'll be quite a busy day. I think the next couple more going later on. January the 3rd. I hope she'll be live streaming that. I shall try and do my traditional Christmas Day live streaming of the Red Funnel Ferry, which normally goes wrong. And this year I shall test it the day before. Running into all sorts of problems with that. No departures on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or Boxing Day. New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Oh, so quiet. Shipmate Sussex Bell Enthusiastic. Iona due to pick up pilot at 22:30. That sounds more like it. Picking up the pilot at that time sounds likely. Getting into Southampton at that time doesn't sound likely. She is just off of Brixham. Let's see if we can work out where this pilot boat is, shall we? Let's have a look. see the pilot boat. I assume the pilot boat will be broadcasting AIS. So there's the Iona. There's Brixham. I don't see any little pilot boats. Little fishing boats, these blue ones. It's a Ro-Ro. General cargo ship. I think you see Iona's doing some interesting manoeuvres here. So she's come up from France, up the English Channel. Had to make sure she can cross the busy road here. Cross the road. And then heading over to Brixham. Pick up the pilot. Ship-based circuit real enthusiasts, or the Brixham pilot launch is called SBS Confident. Look out for that. I can't see it at the moment. Let's see if we can work out where that is. Ah, there it is. It's in port still. This is the pilot launch that's going to leave Brixham, the SBS Confidence.
VTS Britannia, hook out now. Main channels, please.
Britannia, Southampton VTS all received. The next nav boarding will be the Independent Future boarding ground Bravo 1845. Over.
Yes, excellent. Oh, I'll keep an eye on that then. So by the time the MSC Poesia leaves, we might be able to see the SBS Confidence go over to Iona. Well, the shipmate, Mr. Big Trev, says they'll be on Ventura 3rd of January. Oh, where are you off to, shipmate? I don't know what Ventura's doing the 3rd of January. I'm assuming that's a world cruise. I know sometimes you could just do a leg of the world cruise, can't you? They're often sort of,
VTS Lomax.
they're often 90, 100 days.
Lomax VTS.
VTS Lomax, just west of Shelf inbound. Just wondering if we could have permission to proceed slightly faster than 6 knots.
Lomax, Southampton VTS. You may proceed at speed with caution.
Thank you.
Lomax is putting the throttles down. She's off to fix. It sounds like there's a fire down the scrapyard. There's Lomax. Lomax is here. She's currently at 10 knots. That must be almost flat out for a tug. 10 knots. There she's just approaching the dockhead. Let's see if we can get any pictures of the speeding tug. Mr. Big Trev says a 35-night Caribbean on Ventura. 35 nights. And they're coming back to the port of Southampton as well. Oh, fantastic. Certainly will enjoy that, won't you, that time of year. Oh, what else are you going to do in January? Anyway, go to the sales, buy yourself a sofa. Well, the shipmate Nicholas Saw says it looks very dark. It is very dark today. It's overcast, lots of clouds, lots of rain, bad visibility. Just generally all that sort of rubbishy winter weather. Now we've got a speedy Lomax just entering the picture. Currently, Lomax is travelling at 9 knots, so a little bit faster than usual. Not a great deal. I imagine they make quite a bit of wake, the tugs, when they go fast. Not really designed for speed, are they? Shipmate Sussex Rail Enthusiasts. Lomax got a top speed of 15 knots. There we go. There's Lomax coming in. Apparently there's a bit of a fire at the scrap yard to the other end of port. Shipmate Mr. Big Trev. Oh, he says Ione is doing the same thing the same day. We'll both be racing to Tenerife. Yes, I think I saw that the other day when I was looking through in advance. I think pretty much the same itinerary, except for it's flipped, isn't it? I think Ione goes sort of like one direction around the Caribbean and the Ventura does the other direction. Yeah, it's really dark in port. Very disappointing weather. Most of the ships seem to be leaving more around 4 o'clock now, which is good. It means we actually get to see them at 4 o'clock. As soon as it goes past 5, though, very difficult to see them. Can't see the beach huts anymore on Cowshot Spit.
VTS Lomax.
Lomax VTS.
VTS, do you know if there's a VHF working channel being used ashore at 109?
Lomax Southampton VTS 06, over.
06, thank you.
VTS Red Osprey, passing northwest Netley, permission to continue at speed, please.
Red Osprey Southampton VTS, you may continue at speed with caution, over.
Oh, copy, thank you.
They've been busy working on the Red Funnel car park, resurfacing the car park. They've been working on the exit to the car park right over there, behind all those
VTS
trailers.
Red Jet 6, likewise approaching high flying in, continue at speed, please.
Just next to the restaurants.
Red Jet 6 VTS, yes, with caution, over.
Thank you.
Well, the shipmate Crazy Q. Shipmate Crazy Q says, very wet in port. I've just got to the Red Funnel. Yeah, it looks wet. It does look indeed very wet. It just has that wetness about it. Look, I can normally zoom in on the lights and things. I can see the rain.
Southampton VTS, this is offended.
Station calling VTS.
Southampton VTS, this is offended. You are aware that in port is burning metal?
Station calling VTS, answer yes, it is being resolved, over.
Negative, it's burning like not tomorrow over here. I see it from the bridge.
VTS, yes, we are sending firefighting tugs and we are sending firefighters, over.
Okay, good job. Thank you. Just to let you know, thank you.
Know who that was on the radio. I didn't catch the name. But we've got a couple of tugs heading up. We've got the Spitzer Eastern and the Spitzer Eleanor. I think it's up, we said 109 berths, so I think it's around here somewhere. All the tugs tend to be equipped with firefighting equipment. Could really do with a camera over that way, couldn't I? Well, the shipmate Digletosaurus, where's the scrapyard? There's a big pile of scrap metal up this way. I'll show you up here. There's a big pile of scrap metal that's often loaded onto these vessels here. I'll see if I can bring up a better map in a second. Hang on, let me see what I can find. Let me see what I can find. Let's bring up the other map.
One recommendation, Southampton VTS will receive the Independent Future 5 nautical miles southeast of the NAB Tower, boarding at station Bravo 1845. Over.
So I'm not sure if it's fires on the land or if the fire's on the ship. I'm not sure where the fire is.
One recommendation, VTS. Question, did you say north and east of the tower? Over.
There's the two tugs. Suspiciously looks like fire might be actually on the ship.
11.5 metres I'll be using the deep water channel.
So this is this here. This is where you have all this scrap metal all along here. There's often big piles over that keep moving, so I think this is where the fire is actually on the shore side, I think, but difficult to tell from the radio. Yeah, because they're sort of going quite close, aren't they? But who knows? Could be spraying over to the ship. What's this vessel here? No. So we'll get the other one up and see what that picture of that vessel looks like. Yeah, this is the vessel that they're around. It's just a general cargo ship, bulk carrier. Oh gosh, it doesn't look awful. Well, shipmate Linda West wants a shout out. Well, ahoy there, shipmates. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying this rather dingy ship's TV tonight, I'm afraid. Weather is not the best. Well, we shall carry on watching, you can barely see it, the P&O's Britannia, the flagship. Then MSC Poesia will be departing a bit later. Well, the shipmate Robert Crompton says, hi there, Captain. Will you be doing the Queen Anne departure on Sunday? As my husband and I will be on board. Yes, I will, shipmate. I'm doing today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for Disney Fantasy. Well, the shipmate Carol says, oh, came down to Southampton. Came down to Southampton for a friend's wedding yesterday. Walked past a dancing man and went down to Cowshot Spit. I walked past those beach huts earlier. Oh, I hope you had a good day yesterday. What was the weather like yesterday? Hopefully it was good. You can see the Eston. Which tug was that? Eston or one of the other tugs, wasn't it? Lomax. Lomax, that's Lomax there, heading off to the fire down the other end of port. I would be very tempted to go out and drone it, but I don't think the weather's good for that sort of thing. My drone is not waterproof. Oh, excellent spanner. Mark G says, posted a map. Thank you. Thank you there, shipmate. That's excellent. Yeah, there we go. That may give you some idea of what's what and where's where. Yeah, so 109, the bulk terminal.
Southampton BTS, Lomax.
Lomax VTS.
BTS, Lomax. No answer on VHF channel 6. Should we just proceed to stalk a fly water using the monitors when we arrive at 109?
Yeah, Lomax, Southampton VTS. Yes, if you proceed with the monitors, we will get hold of the shore side. Over.
Yeah, copy. And I'll be standing by on channel 6.
Well, it should be Alan Britton. Says it'd be great to have a camera on one of those cranes just above the HMM Copenhagen. He's talking about over here. Yes, it would, shipmate. I would very much like a camera on those cranes. However, I don't think ABP would look at it quite so favourably, which is a shame because the views from there would be amazing. Watching the container ship working all day. I'll have to put it to them one day. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll let me do it.
Once you've been well, Southampton VTS.
Oh, shipmate Caroline said, yeah, the weather was better yesterday. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, I was out running errands on the motorcycle yesterday. It was a bit cold. I did get cold by early evening, but yes.
Once you've been well, Southampton VTS, you may proceed. Call again on channel 12 once your vessel is underway. Over.
Yes, it was definitely better. Just looking through the itinerary as well. Britannia does the same thing next year as well for winter next year, winter 2026. She heads off to Bridgetown in Barbados again. I think she's repositioning back to the UK at Easter time. Never quite work out when Easter is. Be handy if it was fixed at the same time every year. Well, shipmate Nicholas also says, could I get a camera on the pumping station building next to Shield Hall? Well, again, that's probably ABP's property, and they won't be very keen on that. Plus, I don't know if there's any internet down there. Yes, there's lots of fires in the scrap metal these days. It's people disposing of batteries. So if you have something like an electric bike or electric scooter or something, it just gets thrown into the scrap metal pile. And then when they're loading up the scrap metal onto the bulk carrier to take it back to China to recycle it, the batteries get crushed. And modern batteries don't like getting crushed, and they'll combust. And once they start burning, and that's it. So that's mainly the cause of the fires. Oh, I'm just watching the weather. It's blowing in. Oh, looks frightful out there. You can see it blowing in from the restaurant there. You can just about see it in the light underneath. Doesn't look very pleasant at all. Camera on Shield Hall, says Sussex Ray Enthusiast. Again, I'd probably no internet on Shield Hall, which is a bit of a problem. I would need internet connection. Temporary one would be handy though, wouldn't it? Temporarily logging on. Just realised I need to pop out to the supermarket to get something because the galley's bare. I'm not sure I want to go out in this weather.
Southampton VTS Lomax. Just wonder if you got through to anyone ashore at 109 for VHF Channel 6.
Lomax, Southampton VTS. Answer yes. We also have one of the assistant harbour masters listening to channel 06 also. Over.
Okay, that's confirmed. Just wondering if they wanted us to try and get water on it now.
Interesting.
Lomax VTS, standby.
They've got 3 tugs up there. There's 3 tugs up here, all standing by. The Svitzer Eastern, the Lomax, and the Svitzer Eleanor, all ready to help put out this fire, or maybe gone out already. But the chap on the radio, though, from one of the ships, though, he was. It sounds like it was quite a big fire because he's felt the need to call in. Well, the shipmate Daniel Elliott says, do we have any new cruise ships coming in next year? Oh, somebody posted a list of all the new ships coming in next year. I'm not sure that we have any brand new ships, but we do have some ships that we haven't seen before, if that counts. I should go through and try and work it out. People keep asking me, and I keep forgetting. But yeah, I think we do have some new ships that we haven't seen. New to the port of Southampton, but not necessarily new. There's a few people wandering around the top decks. Maybe it's not raining over on the Isle of Wight, or maybe they're just hardy waterproof shipmates.
VTS, Red Eagle, at the hookout.
Red Eagle VTS received, thank you.
No, I can't see the fire from the camera, unfortunately.
VTS, the Red Falcon, good evening. Surely being back.
It's just off to the right of our screen up there. I mean, you can see the rain absolutely pouring at the moment. Yeah, it's not the day for the captain to be wandering over there. Yeah, I can't really get up that way. I could probably go to Mayflower Park and maybe see something, although it's quite a long way up. The best bet would be Marchwood Sailing Club. That'd probably be your best view. Or I could get my dinghy out and head up that way, but I don't really think it's the weather for that. Right then, shipmates. I will be heading to the galley and be back at 7:30 for the MSC Poesia. That's poetry in Italian, in case you're wondering. And we'll see her go past the port. And then tomorrow, three cruise ships for tomorrow. The Disney Fantasy, Iona and Ventura. So Ventura's leaving first past Iona, so it could be some good honking from fellow P&O ships. Then Disney Fantasy, good honking from her as well. She's going right past the camera. I do need to fix some cameras and fix outside microphones. Got quite a lot to do tomorrow. Oh, in case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel. Old job handyman. I was fixing things though, because they're always breaking. It's the weather. Some of my cameras are in such exposed locations. I think the rain blows up into them, and I don't think when they designed some of these pieces of equipment, they weren't expecting the rain to go up. Then on Sunday we have the Queen Anne, the Sky Princess and the Aurora all departing on Sunday. Then Monday, the very final departure of Disney Fantasy. Right, shipmates, I'm going to head to the galley. I might have to brave the weather outside, see if I can find something waterproof to wear. It does look filthy out there. And I shall see you all at about 7:30.
Viking Queen, VTS.
Southampton VTS, Shinhoi 109.
Viking Queen, Southampton VTS, standby. Break, King Shang, Southampton VTS. Yeah, King Shan, Southampton VTS, has received. You may, permission granted to shift, over. King Shan, Southampton VTS has all received, and 7.8 draft, is it, over? King Shan, Southampton VTS all received, thank you. Viking Queen, Southampton VTS. Yeah, Viking Queen, Southampton VTS. Our current position is 7 nautical miles away from the nav tower. We require nav tower, over. Viking Queen VTS, answer yes, minimum 10 nautical miles from the nav tower, over. Roger, 7 VTS, all received, local ferry traffic, over. Bluestone VHF. UKD Bluestone Southampton VTS, that's all received. Traffic information, the Britannia, South Ride Middle, outbound. Over. Independent Future VTS received. Thank you. Ponte Benguela, Southampton VTS. Benguela VTS received. Keep a good listening watch on channel 12 at all times until you are clear of the VTS area. Traffic information, 1 recommendation in the Deepwater Channel passing November 4 buoy outbound. Over. Ponte Benguela, Southampton VTS. Did you copy? Over. Benguela VTS received. Traffic information, the 1 recommendation, Deepwater Channel passing the November 4 buoy outbound. Over. Independent Future VTS. Independent Future, Southampton VTS, that's all received. Copy west of the tower. Confirm SCG34. Port side to Quay. 2 tugs is Bargate and Mercurius. Traffic information. The 1 recommendation in the Deepwater Channel passing November 4 buoy. Britannia, North Sturbridge outbound, and the MSC Poesia due to depart 101 berth at 1930 Thorley Pass. Over. UKD Bluefin, Southampton VTS. Bluefin, Southampton VTS. The traffic information, 1 independent future, 1 nautical mile southeast of the NAB Tower is going to proceed inbound and will pass west of the NAB Tower. Over. Station calling VTS. Station calling VTS, pass your message. Station calling VTS received. Call the NAB pilots on channel 09. Over. Yeah, VTS, call the NAB pilot on 09 to inform the 3-hour notice. Over. VTS, I repeat. Call the NAB pilot on 09 to provide the 3-hour notice to pilot station. Over.
VTS, Red Jet 7, Hive line in continuous speed, please.
Red Jet 7, Southampton VTS, you may continue at speed with caution. Over.
Thank you, and next sailing for this one, 0715 tomorrow morning.
7 VTS received, thank you.
VTS, Red Falcon, hook in.
Red Falcon VTS received. Britannia, Southampton VTS, all received traffic information. The Independent Future west of the tower inbound. Over.
VGS, good evening, Red Osprey, shortly departing Royal Periodic House, please.
Red Osprey, Southampton VTS, permission granted to depart. Local ferry traffic. Over.
All received, thank you.
Bluebird BTS will receive Britannia Air St Helens outbound. Independent Future approaching Nab End in. Over. Euclid Bluefin BTS, that's all received. Stand by. Euclid Bluefin BTS shop may proceed. As usual, call us before you drop anchor. Over. Station calling Southampton BTS. Viking Queen, go ahead. That's all received. Keep a minimum of 10 miles from the Mayflower wind drifting. Over. Majestic BTS will receive Red Osprey Dockhead outbound. Over.
VTS, the Red Falcon just past northwest at the end. Permission to carry on at speed with caution, please.
Red Falcon, yes, may proceed as safe to do so. No reported traffic. Over.
All copy, thank you.
Southampton VTS, MSC, Poesia.
MSC Poesia, Southampton BTS.
Yeah, good evening to you. We're starboard side to 101 berth. Dropped 7.6 bound for Hamburg. Waiting for our tugs at the moment.
17 Poesia BTS, that's all received. 100, BTS. We were talking to them on 06. Britannia, Southampton VTS. Pacific Pearl, approximately 15 miles to the southwest inbound. Anchor.
BTS, Independent Future, Forza.
Independent Future VTS, that's all received. No immediate traffic. MSC Poesia, not yet away. Waiting for a towage, which is still on the bulker currently.
VTS, Red Jet 6 approaching height line, permission to carry on with speed, please.
Red Jet 6 VTS, yep, receive precaution, no border traffic.
All copy, thank you.
VTS, from SP, that's away from our mooring. And the Empress, we're down for the inbound patrol.
SP, that's all received. Nothing immediate for you.
Thank you. MSC Poesia, Southampton VTS.
VTS, MSC Poesia.
Update on their tugs, they're just both released now from the bulker on their way to you.
That's great, thank you.
Yeah, VTS, the Eleanor, yeah, confirmed. We're just on our way now.
Poesia.
Yeah, Eleanor, Espen, standing by 7-4, please.
Eleanor, 7-4.
Queen Guashan, all fast, starboard side to key 107.
Queen Guashan, BTS, all received. One recommendation, Southampton BTS. One recommendation, Southampton BTS. Is there any incident on your vessel? Over. Sensible, all received, thank you. One recommendation, Southampton BTS.
BTS Red Eagle shortly departing East Coast.
Red Eagle, Southampton BTS, all received. Traffic update, Red Osprey, SO out. MSC Poesia, 101, due away 1930, but likely a slight delay. Over.
That's received, thank you. Southampton BTS Red Osprey hook out.
Red Osprey, that's all received. No reported traffic. Over.
That's all received, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! Back again. Managed to pop out and avoid the rain. It looks like the vessel or the fire that was going on at the other end of port has stopped. There's one tug there, and they've moved the Qing Hao Xuan down a little bit. There we go, on the map. So they've moved this ship down. See, I think the scrap metal is along here. And these big piles of scrap metal here, so I think they've sorted that out. And now I've noticed that the MSC Poesia is probably ready to go, and it's got a couple of tugs there. Got the Spitzer Esther and the Spitzer Eleanor. Can't really see them because the trees are in the way. Those trees never used to be there in the 1970s. We need to get back to the 1970s, I feel. But anyway, just about to see the lights of the tugs there. I've just popped out in between the showers and managed to keep dry, so I haven't had the radio on, so I don't know if Poesia's called in, but as the tug's there, I was thinking it looks highly unlikely. Of course, I don't even know where she's off to. Well, ship Edward Coates. No, quite literally, no. Not enough time to be distracted. Not enough time to wet one's whistle, unfortunately. I did notice lots of people in fancy dress wandering around the port. So the MSC Poesia. She is on a very confusing round Europe trip. I say confusing because essentially you can get on and off in any of the ports. Now, if you wanted to join the cruise in Hamburg, you could, and then you'd go Hamburg, Rotterdam, Zeebrugge, Le Havre, Southampton, and then back to Hamburg. And again, if you wanted to get on in Le Havre, you could. Then you go Le Havre, Southampton, Hamburg, Rotterdam, Zeebrugge. No, it's just going round the circle all the time. That's what it's doing. This cruise, for instance, we were talking earlier about transatlantic and how they're good value for money. This cruise, prices start at less than £500 for an inside cabin. And the MSC Poesia is constantly doing this round Europe thingamajig all the time. In fact, all the way up until February of next year. Then she starts to do a few odd things in the summer. Oh, and then she heads over to Miami, and then Miami to Seattle, and she's based in Seattle. Yeah, so the 13th of February will be the last time we see Poesia in ports before she disappears to Miami and then Seattle and then Miami. But in the meantime, bouncing around. Yeah, it looks like the cheapest place to get on board is Hamburg, about £400. Yeah. Rotterdam's the most expensive, bizarrely. Don't understand the logic for that. But yeah, the one's coming up here in Southampton. So there's 14th of November, priced around £400 for an inside cabin. 21st November, a little bit more, £430 or something. About the same for end of November, November 28th. December the 5th, oh, the price goes up a lot for December the 5th. It's about £600. I wonder why that isn't. And December the 12th, the price comes right down again to just over £400 again. And then it goes up a lot the 19th. Ah, well, that's because it's a Christmas one. There are some deals there, if you can look around. Well, there's shipmate Kim Crocker. Any Is there any leaving tomorrow? Yes, we've got 3 leaving tomorrow. Disney Fantasy, P&O Iona, and P&O Ventura. 3 departing Saturday and 3 departing Sunday. Queen Anne, Sky Princess, and Aurora. And then for the final time, Disney Fantasy departing on Monday for a transatlantic where she's redeploying. Oh, there, Kex. Guten Abend. Oh, hello. The tugs are moving. Is the radio working?
Poesia.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Poesia, Southampton VTS.
Yeah, good evening again. We're just about to make the tugs fast. Permission to sail, please.
Yep, may proceed. 40 past Independent Future. She's at Bravo Bank, but at reduced speed. Over.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that.
Or receive.
Oh, sounds like she's just about to go away or head off. What else is going on? Car park looks quiet down here. Not the rain has stopped for a little while. What is the current weather? The wind, well, the wind has dropped. Visibility has got a little bit better, 15 nautical miles. It's still really mild out there, 15C. Ideal if you're wandering around in inappropriate Halloween costume. Can't see a lot from Cow's Cam. It's over on Cruise Cam, looking down Southampton water. Port Cam's broken. Ishing Cam's working. And Netley Cam is just out of focus. It's getting a good wash, I suppose. And the rest of the cameras are broken. Well, shipmate, next live will be tomorrow, shipmate. I think it's 4 o'clock for departures tomorrow. Yes, it's a good one tomorrow, actually. 4 o'clock for Ventura, and then 5 o'clock for Disney Fantasy, and 5 o'clock for Iona. So nicely packed together. Just about be light by then, before it gets too dark. And shipmates bikes hoping for horns. Yep, I'm hoping for lots of horns tomorrow. I think we'll be good for horns tomorrow, because we'll have the 4 o'clock ship, the Ventura, will pass by her sister, her sister ship, I say, her fellow cruise ship line, the Iona, at 5. So she'll so past there, so hopefully they'll have a good exchange of honks. And then Fantasy leaves at 5 o'clock as well, and hopefully she'll honk as well. Yeah, the tugs moved for a little bit, and then they've stopped moving.
UK Bluefin BTS will receive outboard traffic. Call again before you drop anchor. Over.
Well, the shipmate McCarrigos. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Kerry Trance on Queen Victoria. Oh, that's right, you're still sailing around, aren't you? Spanner Stephen Joy asked if she's still on Queen Victoria. Ah, that's why she's asking everyone's had a good Halloween. Oh, I wonder what your Halloween was like on board the ship. Did they actually do anything on board? Did you take a costume? Take some fancy dress with you. Oh, hello, I see a ship. I thought perhaps MS Poesia had to get radio clearance. Didn't hear any radio clearance. Try and avoid the bright lights of the Indian restaurant. Might see a few people out on deck, because the weather is actually not raining just a second. Don't know that we've got any shipmates on board. certainly see some flashing lights going on there. MSC Poesia. What do we know about the MSC Poesia? MSC Poesia is 17 years old.
VTS, Red Jet 6, shortly away from Town Quay.
She was built in 2008.
Red Jet 6, VTS, still received, Jock may proceed. MSC Poesia underway now, 101 outbound. Inbound, approaching Pillback Boy, the Independent Future, clear channel.
All copy, thank you.
The MSC Poesia, yes. Built in 2008, 17 years old. She has a maximum passenger capacity, double occupancy of 2,550, maximum occupancy of 3,000. I'm guessing there's probably around 2,300 on board, something like that, I would think. And just over 1,000 crew. Last refurbished 2023, and I think she's got another refurbishment coming up by the looks of it in 2026. Has a couple of sister ships, the MSC Musica, which I've never seen, the MSC Orchestra, which I've never seen either, and the MSC Magnifica, which I have a feeling we may have seen in port. It just sounds familiar, the MSC Magnifica. There we go, we can see the old tug down there, pulling away. I think that might be, I'm not sure if that's Eleanor Tugby. Yeah, it is, it's Eleanor Tugby. If the wind is sort of gusting over 20 knots, they will seek tug assistance. And it has been quite gusty today. Shipmate Sussex, is all the Ventura about to board pilot. Now, let's have a look at that, shall we? Let's go back. See if we can see where the pilots are in Brixham. Yeah, there we go. There's the pilot boat. There's the Ventura. There's the Iona. They've come in to pick up pilots. Unusual for them to pick up pilots in Brixham rather than Southampton, but it's due to weather, I believe. Conditions have not been very pleasant today, and they're due to be quite windy overnight as well. That's the current forecast. Shipmate Spike says the Disney do a Halloween on the high seas cruise from their Florida ports. Aha, I see. I haven't heard any numbers from MSC. I'm not sure if they gave me some numbers while I was out capturing my dinner, or if I missed it. But I'm guessing they're probably around about 2,200 on board. Well, they should make carried. Oh, asking has the captain had a good day. Not bad. Not bad. Being quite busy, rushing around as per usual. Slowly getting back to normal after a very busy period. There we go. See if we can get a better view of Eleanor Tugby, everyone's favourite tug. There we go. Well, it's good to get a ship's TV in. There'll be many more to come as the weather gets worse. The ships all start disappearing off to sunnier climes. Excellent Spanner, Monty Bird's waking. I think he's been on the radio. Don't think he had numbers yet. No, I wouldn't be surprised. Which way is she going to turn? I think she's going to go clockwise, I would think, by the look of that. Oh, I've just lost the YouTube. There you go, it's back again. Very odd. Shipmate Kerry, who's on the Queen Victoria. Sunburns on legs and back and belly. Blimey. No chance of sunburn here. Might turn into a wrinkly prune and get really soggy with all the rain we've been having, but no chance for sunburn. There we go, Poesia, not Poesia, Poesia, or poetry for us English speakers. Having a little spin here. Can't see too many people about.
VTS, Independent Future, South Road.
On deck at the moment.
Independent Future, BTS, that's all received. MSC Poesia swinging now, middle swinging ground.
Thank you.
Shipmate Chris, there's MSC Magnifica was in port in 2022. I thought I'd recognise the name. It just sounds very Italian, doesn't it? MSC Magnifica. Well, the shipmate Fiona Campbell says our colleague shipmate Bill and his wife Leslie are on Poesia now. Happy sailing, shipmates. Good. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a smooth journey through. It's round Europe, so I don't think you'll be in too choppy waters, but it might be a bit bumpy for tonight and tomorrow. Oh, shipmate Dak Ben says they're heading to the airport in about an hour to fly to London before embarking on Fantasy on Monday. Oh, you're going transatlantic. Oh, blimey. That is really good. I haven't checked the weather for Monday. Let's have a quick look at the weather for Monday. Monday, yeah, not the best of weathers, I've got to admit, shipmate. There's a high chance of rain. 50% chance of rain for your departure, unfortunately. But it might be sunny, so it might be bright. It might be sort of showery, so it's not all bad. But you'll be on Disney Fantasy anyway, and a newly refurbished Disney Fantasy. There you go. See MSC Poesia now, pointing towards us. Well, shipmate Dak Ben will be having a wonderful time on a freshly refurbished Disney Fantasy transatlantic. Won't know what to do with yourself, shipmate, on board for that long. I guess you'll see probably all the shows, visit all the restaurants. It'd be nice if I could just turn down his lights for just the minutes or two while I'm broadcasting. Just phone up the Indian restaurant and say, do you mind if you just dim your lights for a little bit while the ship's turning around? It's just right in the wrong place, isn't it?
PTS, Red Eagle, hook buoy in.
Red Eagle, BTS, still received traffic update. MSC Poesia, we're just swimming ground now, still swinging and outbound.
That's received, thank you.
She's indeed still swinging with a little bit of tug assistance there. Shipmate Spike said we left on Fantasy in the rain. Sail away party was delayed. but meant we could have some sparkles on the balcony. Oh, well, not a loss then. Yeah, so often the balconies are quite well protected, aren't they?
Southampton VTS, the Claire.
Claire?
Southampton VTS.
Southampton VTS, Claire, good evening to you. It's the grain carrier. Just past the War Memorial, outbound, draft is 6.1. No dangerous goods. Next port is M Tarban, and the plan is for the ship to go out by the main channel and north and east of the tower. There's 7 POB plus pilot, and I'll be getting off around about No Man's Fort area.
Claire, Southampton VTS, all received, and no immediate traffic. Over.
Thanks.
I mean, wow, my reception of my new antenna is rather good. Well, that was Claire on the radio. She's a grain ship, and she's over there just coming out of Portsmouth, and that's the forts that the pilot was talking about. So he's going to be getting off probably near this one, No Man's Fort, around here. Yeah, there's Claire. Well, shipmate Randy Burns. Oh, it's happy Halloween, he says. Are you all ready for trick or treat down there in San Diego, shipmate? You've got your bowls of Reese's Pieces overflowing out your front door. And some interesting news. Right in front of us is a big lamp post with a big light that illuminates the ferry terminal. There you go, right in the centre of the screen. Rather annoying. Let's believe that might be coming down. Shipmate Carrie says something's happened in Tesco. And Nan thinks, I have no idea, shipmate. Perhaps another shipmate in the chat might know what's happened in Tesco's. Which Tesco's do you mean? Tesco's in Southampton or Tesco's elsewhere? Shipmate Sussex Red Enthusiast. Oh, so that's his photo. Was it really? Let's have a look. Is that your photo? Oh yeah, Sussex Shipping. There is the grain vessel Claire. Well done, shipmate. And often we see the ships being tugged. It happens a bit more this time of year with the unpleasant weather. Shipmate Randy is in San Diego. I'm not quite sure what shipmate Randy does. I'm not sure if he's quite what he does. But apparently he goes out on patrol. He's in uniform. And he's had people ask him. People say to him, what a nice costume you've got. And can he do a dance? Maybe like one of the village people, or one of the people in the Blue Oyster Bar. If anyone remembers the Blue Oyster Bar from a certain film back in the day.
Pecora Star, Southampton VTS.
Yes, sir. Good evening. This is Pecora Star, sir. I wanted to ask, sir, if there's any...
Very noisy radio, so I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. I'm only keeping the radio on because I'm hoping to get some passenger and crew numbers. Shipmate Budapest thinks that Shoreham Port would be a good place for a webcam. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. I should probably investigate going further afield. Yeah, I don't know how much activity there is there, though. Oh, Shipmate Brandy Barnes is a security officer. Oh, right, so they really did think you were in the YMCA or the Blue Oyster Bar. Well, the shipmate hands off. This is interesting. I'm a Norwegian ship spotter.
What's up, Michelle? All received crew and passenger figures. Over.
Yeah, there's a few people up on deck, so it's obviously not raining. A few people in their balconies. This time of the evening, I think most are at the buffet or the restaurants.
All received. Traffic update. Britannia there ahead of you, outbound. One vessel leaving Portsmouth now, the Clare, outbound to main channel. Over.
Shipmate, or cruisemate Simon Doyle says Blue Oyster Bar was in the Police Academy. It certainly was. That's what reminded me about Randy Barnes in his uniform.
VTS, the Red Falcon, good evening. Sure to be ready to depart Royal Pier for Cows. Permission for clearance, please. We see the MSC Poesia passing our station.
Red Falcon, Southbound VTS. Yep, when the Poesia is clear, may proceed. Inbound, have the Independent Future at the Prince Consort. She's cleared channel. Her and the Poesia have a 40 pass. Over.
All copied, sir. Thank you.
There goes Poesia past the dockhead.
Michelle, Southampton VTS.
Past the ferry terminal. Yeah, it does look a little quiet on board. I'm still waiting for the crew and passenger numbers. Quick look back at the... Now, it looks like the pilot has just dropped off.
All received.
The SBS Confidence is down in Brixham. Looks like the pilot's been dropped off on Ventura, and I think now the pilot's been dropped off on Iona. And they are both now going to head in to the port of Southampton. Waiting for MSC Poesia to pass by. Shipmate Sussex Red Enthusiast, I shall have a feeling might live down that way. There's Shoreham, about the Shoreham, little port in Shoreham there. The Shoreham can be either really busy or really dead. All the vessels we get are chartered general cargo ships and the regular dredgers. Cemex Go, Innovation and City Chichester. That's right, they go down there a lot as well, don't they? They buzz around, dredging all over the place. Dredging and depositing their loads of aggregate. Looks like the tug has disconnected now from the stern of MSC Poesia. Somebody there with their cabin on the rear of the ship, having a fantastic view. Oh, a couple of shipmates there overlooking their balconies, watching the activities. Brilliant place for it, right on the stern there.
BTS Aston.
I think that's Eston.
BTS Aston, good evening. This is all finished with the MSC Poesia heading back to T37.
You may notice when the tugs are assisting, they've got 3 lights above them, which means they're a vessel constrained by their draft, because they're obviously towing a large ship. And then as soon as they finish towing the ship, they turn the lights off. Feel like they run very tight ships, the tugs. I think they have to be well behaved. She makes us real enthusiast. Yes, he spends a lot of time at Shoreham. Well, the shipmate Ziggy Jinx says, hey there. Me and my mother watch you a lot. Interesting channel. How do you get control of over many cameras? Thank you kindly, and hope you have a lovely weekend. From me and my mother. Well, thank you very much, mate. It's very kind of you.
Yes, the Eleanor.
They're all remotely controlled, so I've got a little panel here where I can just flick between the cameras when they're working. A lot of them have gone offline at the moment. I've got a network switch which has gone kaput, but I've got a replacement to replace the network switch. But now, unfortunately, the weather's been bad and I can't access where it is. Hopefully, the weather will be better tomorrow, so I can get all the cameras up and working. I'm glad you enjoyed the channel, shipmates. I think that's everyone's favourite tug, Eleanor Tugby. MSC Poesia will be passing by shortly. And then I should probably draw the broadcast to a conclusion, and we'll be back tomorrow, currently at 4 o'clock for Ventura, followed by Iona at 5 o'clock and Disney Fantasy at 5 o'clock. Yeah, there's 2 tugs there. See, there's some flaring going on over there in Fawley. They're probably quite glad of a bit of rain. There's been lots of complaints. They're having to restart some processes over there, and it's been rather tricky. There's been lots of flaring going on, and all the residents like to complain about the flaring. It causes noise and smells and things like that.
Claire, yes, between the board that back. Thank you. Traffic information. We want to Michelle, 7 Northern Miles, from the Town Quay.
That's the Claire all the way over by the forts. There we go, you can see the flaring happening just there. Well, the shipmate Sussex Renthus said, always I've inquired about a camera at New Haven Port, but they weren't too keen at the time. Maybe worth trying again. Nobody seems particularly keen on it, I must say. It's easier just to say no, I think, than say yes. It is hard work trying to get people to allow cameras to be installed. I mean, I don't ask for anything, just a bit of internet. It doesn't cost anything for them to install. I pay for all the installation and connectivity. I even pay for the internet at some locations. Seem to have a couple of dirty, great big ro-ros obscuring our view here over on cruise box cam. I mean on cruise cam. There we go. Look, a couple of big ro-ros there. Seem to be no end of ro-ros coming into port these days, delivering cars from China. The BYD, Build Your Dreams, and Teslas, and lots and lots of them. But yes, appreciate that, Sussex rail enthusiast. If you see any locations when you travels and you think that might make a good camera location, yeah, bear me in mind. I'll always happily install a camera if there's a good location. Shipmate Paul Evans says, there are some at New Haven, but the owner hasn't got one line anymore. No. Right, shipmates, I'm going to draw this cruise. It's not a cruise. I'm not on a cruise, unfortunately. I'm going to draw this broadcast to a conclusion.
Pacific PAL, Southampton, BGS.
It's the weather's not particularly brilliant, and we've got 3 ships tomorrow, 3 ships Sunday, and then the last visit of Disney Fantasy on Monday. So I hope you've enjoyed that, shipmates. It's not the best of watching conditions with this heavy cloud and wind and rain, but I think you get the general drift. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. And if you have subscribed, many thanks. And if you are a member of the channel, PayPal donor or a patron,
Pacific Pal, Southampton VTS.
many thanks for your continued support. And of course, most of all, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after this chat and all the other live stream chats. So until next time, shipmates.
Southampton VTS, MSC Poesia.
MSC Poesia, Southampton VTS.
That's at the Western Shelf outbound.
MSC Poesia, VTS, Western Shelf, thank you.